Hello, hello. Let's turn your attention to the next DevLive interview. Next to me are Mihnea Simian, chapter lead engineer at ING Bank Romania, and Bogdan Vizureanu, cloud architect at ING Bank Romania. Hello, nice to meet you.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Guys, can you tell us the story behind the ING Bank and what sets it apart in the tech space?
It's a huge history around the ING Bank Romania. So last year we celebrated the 30th year in which ING is present in Romania. So a lot of years
Congratulations.
in this space. In terms of tech, this has been a surprise for me as well. I joined ING in 2018, and I found out that a lot of the solutions were internally developed. So the focus was a lot on the development part, the internal development part of things. They own their own code, they own their own solutions. We own our own code, we own our own solutions, and there's a lot of focus in this development culture in ING.
Okay.
What I'd like to add is it's centered a lot around people, a lot around the engineering culture. So what matters a lot for us is not only innovating in such an industry as traditional banks, because it is a traditional bank, but with a lot of focus on technology and on using it safely and empowering engineers to be at their best.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Bogdan Mihnea, how has your journey evolved since joining ING Bank?
Would you like to start? Sure. Go. I joined as a front end engineer in 2015. Not many companies were hiring front ends at that time. So it was quite early, at least for Bucharest, in the field. And it evolved a lot because I transitioned to a chapter lead role, which also means being a tech lead, but also managing people. And ING helped me a lot because you need to shift your mindset from like what you can do as an engineer to empowering others and scaling your work and making people grow. Because at least for me, that's what's important, not just delivering a great, but understanding that great products that enrich the lives of people come from great teams, and great teams make good people, not the other way around. Yes. Yeah. So to sum it up, I'm happy I found a place in IG where I could grow and figure out what was best for my career.
Bogdan?
So also I joined the ING in a period when the development department was growing fastly. I joined as a chapter lead for a development team. And after about a year, we identified that there's a lot of need. There's a lot of need of focus and in the DevOps area of things. And I transitioned to a chapter lead in the DevOps specialization. After about 5 years and doing that and coordinating teams and helping automating all the infrastructure and the deployments and the life cycle of applications, I'm now a cloud architect. I'm helping teams go to the next level of development and trying to have their solutions cloud ready and shift the mindset from traditional infrastructure to more scalable and flexible one. And it comes with shifting that mindset. So the journey was mostly adaptive. So I kind of had the opportunity to give my skill set to the places where they were most needed, and it was really awesome in a culture to be able to do that. It's really amazing.
Yes, it's amazing. And now, what career advice do you wish someone had given you earlier?
Hmm. You can hit that. Should I go first? Yeah. I think our education system teaches you a lot to be the best in your field and like really study and do your homeworks and be what they say the best version of yourself. What I wish I knew earlier is that you need to also invest in how you collaborate, how you communicate, how you like understand what other people want from you and what you can deliver to them. So I think there's a lack of emphasis on collaboration that we had in schools, and we kind of need to make up for it. So I wish I was able to talk to people that were ahead in the road, in the career, and guide me that, Mihnea, it's not always about being the best developer. It's how people, engineers, business collaborate and understand what the needs are and how you can make your workplace better.
Okay, thank you.
A lot of time that's way more important.
What's your opinion about that?
An advice that I wish I don't necessarily think of an advice that I wish I received earlier because I received it, but I just kind of ignored it for a while.
Okay.
I'm an empirical learner, so I had to learn it on my own pace by doing. So we tend to neglect a lot of our we focus on the mind as developers, as technical people, but we neglect the body. So there's a saying that developers are those people that turn coffee into code. It's partially true. At the same time, don't fall into that trap. Don't you need to take care of your body as well. You need to focus on a sleep schedule. There's if you do know that you're maybe functioning decently on 5 hours of sleep a night, imagine how will you perform on a 8 hour and healthy flow. Because again, the body and mind are pretty well connected, and you need to take care of both, not just one of them.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is something I wish I would have listened to earlier and not fall into the trap of overexerting myself and maybe in a way other people maybe.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you. What are some underrated skills that tech professionals should develop today?
I would emphasize more on what Mikna brought in a bit earlier about the social part of you have a lot of ways of ramping up the technologies of learning of I understanding how things are actually working, but the interaction part, the collaboration part is a key element that you need to have. There's quite a few moments in which you are able to do things by yourself. And most of the times you need to work with other people for a lot of value to be brought into anything, into any. So this is one of the skill set that you cannot neglect, especially now, especially when the tech part of things, maybe syntax or whatnot, can be easily validated through maybe agents, co-pilots, and whatnot. You need to be able to understand and be able to communicate with non-technical people with technical people and do that most of all. It's really underrated. A lot of engineers and new young engineers think that they should focus on the technical part, but that's not the only part that you have to focus on.
Okay, thank you. Mihna, do you have something to
I
add?
just, I wanted to add that people are different. People in my team are different, and there's not any skill that I would want all of them to develop because maybe it's not a good match for some of them.
Mhm.
But I think something that it's underrated and we should all do is have a concern on your future and how you want to develop. Like take your time to think what best suits you and what is your best skill set that you want to develop.
Okay, cool. And talking about opportunities for professional growth, what does ING Bank Romania offer?
I mentioned a bit about my journey. I think it's kind of relevant in this area. The fact that you do have some managers, some people to look up to, and they have this on their job description to be able to make you the best version that you can have. Um, they do invest in growing you professionally as a team member. So they try to fixate on maybe some skill sets that you can grow or you have potential into, and you also receive guidance. We don't cling to people. This is my guy. I need to keep him in this team. If he does have potential or she does have potential to do something else, you are encouraged to actually do other activities that you might thrive in, and and you're pushed, and you actually maybe sometimes I don't know. Yeah, it's a push. Maybe it's a good word to be said. You're pushed in the direction you are fit to go to, and it's quite nice to have this culture to work in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mihnea, Bogdan. It was a pleasure and enjoy DevTalks, the largest tech conference in CEE.
Thank you. We will. Very much. There's a lot to see here.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Dev people.